Good morning, everybody, and welcome to University United Methodist Church. I know I said good morning, but it's actually the evening here on our third and final day of the Ouachita Trail. We're coming to you from the fireside today. Over the past several days, Matt and I have been preaching about God's creation in this sanctuary that we've been given and that we are charged with being stewards over. Last week, Matt talked about being made in God's image and what it means to be made in the image of God and our duty to reflect God in our actions here in this sanctuary. But today, we want to give you some practical steps on how to do that. 5 practical steps on how to be good stewards of God's sanctuary. Psalm chapter 8 tells us that we are charged with being the lords over God's creation. And oftentimes we interpret that as saying that we are able to do what we want to this sanctuary, but that's not the case. And so today I want to tell you exactly what you can do to be a good lord over what God has given us. The first of our 5 points for today is recycling. This is something we all know about, but it's something that personally we rarely do properly. I know I have a recycle bin that the city of Tulsa gives me, and they come and pick it up every 2 weeks, but I get lazy sometimes, and I don't want to throw the recycling. I don't want to separate my recycling from my trash. I want somebody else to do it. But it is one easy way that we can be good stewards of this planet, because we've all seen those videos, those heartbreaking videos of turtles in the ocean swimming through plastic, of fish choking because they can't breathe. This is something that we can do here every single day. And so I encourage you, if you can, recycle. Take your plastics, split them up from your trash, and put them in that bin that the city of Tulsa gives you, and they will gladly take them and recycle them for you. But you don't just have to recycle your trash. You can recycle everyday items in your house. Single-use plastics, bottles, things like that. You can put your soap in different bottles. You can buy a giant container of soap and fill that little hand pump that you use in your bathroom instead of throwing it away when you're done. When you go pick up food from the store, put it in a reusable bag. Think of all the ways that you can reuse and recycle, because every little thing that we do helps protect this sanctuary that God has given us. The next point is that we can go digital. Now, going digital, you may see your bill that you get from the city of Tulsa every week. It says go paperless. Go to paperless billing. You can pay your bills online, but that's not just what I'm talking about. At my house, thanks to the church at the wonderful parsonage, we have a smart thermostat. And this is a way that I can spend less when it comes to my bills every single month. Chase, this past week, Caitlin and I moved over to paperless billing with Chase, and they gave us $5. So there's companies out there that are trying to incentivize this environmentally positive mindset. And we should take advantage of that anytime that we can. We should go digital. Don't use waste when we don't have to.
The third thing you can do is maybe look at making your next car a more fuel-efficient car. Look, like I told you last week, I drive a 2013 Jeep Wrangler, and I feel like there's a hole in the gas tank. The thing sucks so much gas. And it's awful. It's not very environmentally friendly. And so I've looked at how can I be more environmentally friendly going forward with the car that I drive. You know, if you can afford it, an all-electric vehicle is a great option as well, because you're not using and burning more fossil fuels and putting emissions into the atmosphere. So that works really well too. The fourth thing you can do is support public policies that are good for the environment, right? We need public policies that incentivize less fossil fuel burning and more renewable energies. That's just something we're gonna have to do in the 21st century, whether we like it or not. And so it's really important that we also support public policies that set aside public lands and preserve the environment that we live in. That's super duper important. The fifth point we want to talk to you, at first it might seem kind of weird, but the fifth thing you can do to be a better steward of the environment is actually get outside. Get out there into the environment, get out into the world, and enjoy nature, because it will make you a better steward of the planet when you do that. You know, a few years ago when I was in college, I wouldn't say I was anti-environmental or anything, but the environment's just not something I ever really thought about until I took a course called The Ecology of Yellowstone in college, and I traveled to Grand Teton National Park, and it changed my perspective on the subject forever. And so it's really important that you get outside and have those experiences in the wild so you can become a better steward. One final thought to leave you with. You know, having dominion over creation, and in Psalm 8, where it talks about being the rulers of creation, that can seem like a really daunting task. And so it's important for you to remember that we don't do the task alone, that we join together as a church and we do it together as a church family. That's when we're at our most effective. You know, Matt and I, we came to University United Methodist Church as co-pastors because we believe that the job of pastor shouldn't be done alone anymore. I think a lot of our pastors, it's hard being out there and pastoring a church by yourself, and having a partner for the journey is really important. And so we want you to know that you're a part of that journey as well, and that we do ministry and we take care of this planet and we take care of all the tasks in which God has given us together.
So I hope that you've really seen how glorious this sanctuary is that God has given us. Over the past several weeks, I know we've taken you on a journey. It's been maybe not what you expected. I know it wasn't what Matt and I expected, but we've really enjoyed it, and our eyes have been opened. And we hope that your eyes have been opened as well, because this is a monumental task that is ahead of us. This sanctuary that we have been charged with overseeing is at risk, and it is our responsibility to be its stewards. And so I hope that your minds have been changed. I hope that your eyes have been opened, and that you are truly able to see that it is a true gift that God has given us to be the stewards and the lords over this land. It's a beautiful place, and I hope that you can join us next time, because we hope to do this again someday. And so thank you for being with us. We hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and have a good one.
We'll see you guys. Thanks for joining us.